What's up, guys? It's JoJo back with another vlog. I got my boy Zach here. He's a newcomer. Oh no. He's a newcomer to the vlog, and he's also one of my brothers. He has been in my life since I was probably
like 4, right?
4 years old.
Yeah, something like that.
And you wouldn't believe it, but he used to be this chubby kid.
Oh, super fat.
I'll put a picture in.
Yeah.
And you won't believe it, because this kid is yoked now. Like, if you guys want to hit him up, I'll put his Instagram.
Yeah,
in
put
the
my
link.
IG handle like
I'll put your IG handle right there, and you guys can hit him up, because honestly, he's a dope man. He's sponsored. He's been on this for a long time, and it inspires me to do different stuff. Because
thanks, dude.
it inspires me to do different stuff, because I saw him as like growing up as like a chubby little kid, and then all of a sudden he's like this guy who's not chubby and can beat me in a sprint race. And it's kind of crazy, because I've always been that person. So the one question I wanted to ask, how did you get that inspiration, and how did you keep on going with it when you thought you were gonna fail?
Totally. Okay, so one thing, so I grew up pretty overweight like my entire life. I mean, you saw that and stuff. And but it didn't really get super serious until I would say December of like 2016. I just got to the point where I would just keep eating if I wasn't hungry. It was pretty much like food was like the only thing that like.
So kind of like what I do, but I stay in.
Yeah, it was like food was like my resort in a way. Like I would, if I wasn't hungry, then I would eat. If I was sad, then I was eating. If I was happy, then I was eating. And I was eating crap too. Like I wasn't like keeping track of what I was eating. I was all like total garbage. But I remember going to my cabin one year, and I remember I was watching a video of Chris Pratt, I think, actually, because it was around the same time when he got super fit and stuff. And I was like, oh wow, that's like super sick. And like he did it, and he's like, I already thought he was funny and super cool, so why can't I do that? And so I remember going into the bathroom, just looking in the mirror and kind of giving myself a hard look, just and realizing how much I didn't like, how much I liked how I looked. And I mean, it was hard, but I think it was needed, because I pretty much ignored how overweight I was and how unhealthy I was my entire life. And I think that look is what I really needed to really start criticizing myself truthfully. And so after I realized that, I put on some music and went to the side room and started doing push-ups and crunches. And that's kind of like the origin story of how everything started. So a little after that, from running, dieting and stuff, I lost a little over 60 pounds. And then a little over a year ago, I started bodybuilding and like meal planning, all that kind of good stuff.
What is your nickname that relates to a Disney character?
Oh yeah, people call me Gaston, by the way. Good, it's a good fact. Also, I look exactly like him, in case you can't tell.
He can sing like him too.
And something that kept me motivated, I mean, there was times when I thought that there's still times when I go through things where I'm like, I'm not getting stronger, I'm not getting bigger, or at that time I'm not getting smaller. And I definitely think that going back to your roots is something that really helps you stay grounded and stay motivated, know where you came from. And so sometimes I'd either, I don't know, watch the same interview that I watched when I wanted to lose weight, or I don't know, I just try to find inspiration on YouTube. I mean, there's so many sources where you can find things to just get you going like that, just to get your blood pumping. And so it's really not hard nowadays just to go to the gym for like an hour, or like just to find that motivation is easy. And then you just gotta keep that up.
Or go on a run, like,
yeah, exactly.
Or
anyone
go on a
can
treadmill
run.
Or do anything like that. I know definitely. I have this friend Colin, which you guys are gonna meet soon. He's really overweight, and he's always telling me, Joe, I want to go to the gym. Joe, I want to go to the gym. I'm like, all right, go on a run. I'll call him. He'll never go on a run. And I mean, I feel like he hasn't found that inspiration and stuff. And it's kind of working out. It's not. I would have to say it's 1% physical, and then the rest is mental. Because if you don't have the mental capacity to be going to the gym and having that determination to go to the gym, lift, knowing that people are going to be looking at you and judging you, then kind of that whole physical part goes away, and then that mental part goes along with it.
I definitely think too, one thing that I kind of struggled with when I first started like going to the gym and stuff was I was super skinny because I just lost all the weight, and so I was like just like skin and bone. And so I was pretty weak, and everyone else was always like lifting heavier weight than me, and so I definitely think that being intimidated is it's really easy to get into like the gym intimidation kind of thing. But I don't know who said it to me. I think it might have been on YouTube, like Juji Mufa or something like that. But he said everybody starts somewhere, and that I just like keeping that in mind. Even now, like it doesn't matter how much you're lifting to the next person. Like do it for you. Don't do it for someone else. And
yeah, definitely. When I help my friends like to go to the gym, I always tell them I don't lift that much, because if you look at me, I look like I'm really strong, but actually I don't lift that much weight.
Mm-hmm.
Like all I do is I do my lowest set and I rep that as much as I can, and then I go up higher and I rep that as much as I can. Because honestly, the gym is not about lifting a lot of weights and showing off. It's for you to do and for you to have a fun time with.
Yeah, dude. Plus, like, honestly, the reason, like, bodybuilding is something where you're supposed to look good and stuff, but now, like, it's just gotten to the point where I do it for fun. Like, bodybuilding and lifting has just become a hobby for me, like, planning your meals and, like, all that kind of stuff. Like, it's just fun. And also, one thing that not many people realize, it's also something that I realized not too long ago, is that people are like, oh, I'm just gonna go to the gym and do every machine possible and like go run like a ton and all this stuff, and like, oh, I'm gonna get a massive six-pack. But you gotta, like, six-packs are made in the kitchen. That's the main thing. Like, dieting is super important, and so you can't just like go lift some good weight, go on a run, or do some form of cardio, and then like go home and eat like 6 pieces of toast. And like, I get, like, okay, there's times when that's okay, but most of the time it's not. Like, if you're trying to lose weight and stuff, then no, like, you gotta actually like train yourself just like you're training your muscles. You gotta train your brain and your stomach to start doing the right stuff. But
yeah, 50% eating, 50% gym.
I would even say that's more. It's like more like tip than that. I would say it could even be like 75% eating, dude, than 25% gym. Because if you could, like, you see like some old people who are like super lean and have good muscle tone, but like they don't work out. It's just because they eat like a jackrabbit. Like, they eat super healthy, but they're still super lean. And so I would even say that it's like 75% diet and then 25% gym. But yeah, man, that's the story and all that.
And drink more water.
Yeah, well, honestly, water is super important. Like, even your doctor and your mom will tell you, but like, seriously, water is so important. I'm not drinking enough water.
I'm not either.
But yeah, always drink water.
Yep, that's the main thing on this channel. Always drink water.
Yep.
Alright, so that is his story, and I hope if you guys watch this, you can be inspired to go do something. Even if it's not working out, it can either be going to help a homeless person on the street, giving them food. My one rule with that is I don't give them money.
That's a good rule.
Because I know that they either ended up on the streets for something, but I always don't judge a person till I talk to them. So before I give them money or food, I talk to them. I learn their backstory, and if I hear, oh, they became homeless because they were doing drugs and they're still addicted, I'm not gonna give them money. I'm gonna give them food.
Yeah.
Because all they're gonna do is they're gonna go buy drugs with that money. So, learn people's stories, look at them, go do something good for yourself, and have a fun time with it. Alright, I will see you guys after the gym. We're gonna go hit the gym. Woo! We're gonna have a fun time.
Let's do it.
Alright.